All right, so I'm going to talk a little bit about when your baby is refusing the bottle. So this is actually really normal. A lot of babies who are breastfed do not like the feel of a bottle, the shape of a bottle. They don't want to take a bottle from anybody. They like mom, they like breastfeeding, and of course that's great, right? Because sometimes half the battle is getting baby to actually breastfeed well. Well, some babies who breastfeed well end up not liking the bottle. So we're going to talk a little bit about how to help introduce a bottle to your baby who is refusing the breast. Some of this is the same stuff that you would do when introducing a bottle to your baby, but we will talk about when baby refuses a bottle in this section. All right, so again, when choosing a bottle, you are gonna want one that has a nipple shape that is similar to your own. So go to the store, look around, look online, and you're just gonna find one that is the closest to what you can get. Obviously, no bottle nipple is gonna be exactly like your own, but just try to do your best. All right, so for a baby that is refusing a bottle, a big tip is mom cannot feed the baby the bottle. So if mom tries to feed baby the bottle, then they refuse. They're like, no, you have the breasts, you have the breast milk in there, I don't want the bottle from you, and then they will flat out refuse even more. So a great way to try to help a baby who's refusing a bottle is to have someone other than mom feed. So if that's dad, or your significant other, a family member, a friend, someone else, the caregiver, someone else has to feed the bottle and not mom, and then mom can't be around. So if baby hears mom in the other room or can see mom, then baby will refuse and go, well, why do I want this bottle? Mom's right there. Like, give me her, I'll feed. I don't want this bottle. Something else you can try is mom can start off of breastfeeding. So when baby's really hungry, mom puts baby to breast, feeds for a little bit, but when the feeding's not completely done, take baby off and then have another person, caregiver, help feed the baby with the bottle. So instead of baby being super hungry and frustrated because they don't want the bottle, they're a little more satiated because they had a little bit of food at the breast, and then you give them to someone else to hopefully finish that feeding with the bottle. And usually that way baby's calmer, they're not starving, they're not mad, and they're just a little more relaxed to actually try and take that bottle for you. All right, so different positioning can also really help when baby is refusing a bottle. So one that is great is baby sitting up in your arm. This also helps with the flow, makes it, slower. And then you can stand up, walk around, go outside, kind of take that pressure off baby eating. So go look at the trees and talk to baby the whole time. Oh, you see that tree over there? Look at the birds. Look, there's a dog. Sing songs. You can even, turn on music or turn on the television. Something to take away that pressure of staring at the baby going, come on, let's eat. So just kind of, nonchalantly introducing the bottle to the baby. Also, different positionings can help. So like I said, up in the arm like this. Also, putting baby on your lap is really helpful. So sitting baby up, having the bottle on your lap, again, kind of looking around, maybe having TV, singing music. And then another one of my favorites is actually laying baby on your lap. I don't know if you can see this right here. So if baby's laying down on your lap, it's more relaxed. You can feed this way. They're laying down, they're comfortable, and it's actually really good for that pace feeding and the slower flow and watching baby if they're chugging or if they need some more support, they need some more flow, decrease, and then it's easy to sit baby up, burp, and then go about your day. And then again, you want to switch sides. So if one feeding, you're feeding this side, always switch either the next feeding or in the middle of a feeding. And then that helps baby with their brain development and then not preferring one breast to another. Also, starting with smaller feedings helps when babies are refusing. So instead of offering, say baby normally eats 3 ounces per feeding. Instead of offering that full 3-ounce bottle, you offer smaller amounts at first just to get baby used to it. So maybe a 1/2 ounce, and then more frequently throughout the day. So more smaller feedings more frequently. And that just helps as well, as instead of trying to complete an entire feeding in one sitting, especially for a baby who just really isn't interested in the bottle. That's another great way to help.